So I bought this gun off Budsgunshop. It's an M&P40, but it's a Detroit PD police trade-in. The price was great. Came with night sights, a couple mags, all of the extra grips you need. Since this is a interchangeable grip, it has 3 sizes. It came with the original box, which I was surprised by. It's a great weapon. I always wanted one, and then I saw one that also had kind of a neat little gimmick to it. You know, take it or leave it. I thought it was kind of cool, so I ordered one. Once it showed up in my FFL, they went ahead and looked it over and said the thing looks like it was barely fired. So I don't really like the trigger. It is a hinge trigger. Show safe there. A hinge trigger here. So unlike the Glock that just has that little nub, this actually hinges back and then you can fire. So it's got so much take up. It just feels like it goes forever. Apex does make a trigger kit for it, which I will get eventually. Everything I've heard about that is fantastic. I just haven't had enough time or really the need to change out the trigger. It's not bad. It took a little bit getting used to, and now I feel pretty confident with it. So I don't see it as a detriment to it. I just see it as something that could be upgraded eventually. It's been extremely reliable. It's ate everything I fed through it, from the aluminum cased Federal stuff to hand loads. It likes those. It likes the extreme bullets. Very controllable, very accurate. All my groups are pretty good, and my second shot on target is also very good. It does have this little loaded indicator where you can look down and see the brass. It doesn't really work unless you have a flashlight looking down or it's very sunny out, but in low light you're not going to be able to see that brass glint in there. Night sights did come with them, so that's nice. They are a little bit weak because they're older, I would guess, so they are not as bright as some of my newer guns. But with that being said, for what I'm using it for, which is just kind of a camping gun, it's great. I wish I had picked up 2 of them because I'd like to have a slide mill, barrel swap, trigger swap, the whole deal. I feel like it'd be fun. I like it a lot for a competition gun, but I didn't pull the trigger on 2 of them, unfortunately, so eventually I'll have to order another one. Maybe something like Miami PD. The only thing I could find wrong with it was the fact that there was so much lint packed up underneath this grip when I took it apart, because it was carried. There's really no holster wear on it to speak of. I can't find anything wrong with this gun. For the price and what you get for it, it's great. It's super accurate. It's very controllable. It's pretty light. You know, comparatively to a Glock, it's probably comparable. But it is that polymer, lower, so it's gonna take some of the weight away. One of the other things I like about this gun a lot is that when you drop that empty mag, take a full one, and it auto chambers that round for you, which is really nice. So you don't have to get your thumb up there or rack the slide. You just ram that mag home and you're good to go. So the takedown of this is a little bit different than some of the other guns I've worked with. This bottom little, what looks like part of the grip, turns about 45 degrees and then comes out. And that is your tool to take this gun down. Inside here, there's a little metal tab you'll go ahead and knock down. I'll show a picture of it since that's not going to be very easy to see. It's a dark magwell. Then you're going to go ahead and knock this down 45 degrees, and be careful here because this slide will fly off if you let it. So you can see here, drop the slide, and you're done. That's the takedown. Obviously then the barrel spring, or the recoil spring comes out, the barrel comes out, you can go ahead and clean it, putting it back together, just like any other gun. Slides on, knock that back, and you're done. Now, the thing to remember is, inside there is that little tab you've knocked out. You have to put it back up. So again, I'll show a picture of that. This little tool also is what holds on your grip. So if you want to change out the grip for one of the smaller or larger ones, that's how you're going to do it. Slide it back in, 45-degree turn, and you're done. I like everything about this gun. I think it's, for the price, I mean, a used gun, it's fantastic. It's accurate. It doesn't have that much wear on it. It is a good carry gun. So far, completely reliable. I've had one misfire, and that was a hand load, not a factory load. So it wasn't actually the gun, it was the round itself. But other than that, I've got probably 500 rounds through it, and it has functioned flawlessly. So I know there's still some for sale, or there were recently. I would pick one up. If you're looking for the M&P series and you're looking for a 40, this is a great gun. I love it. I carry it a lot. It always makes it in my range bag because it's just a ton of fun to shoot. And everyone seems to like it. People with smaller framed hands, it's great because you can pull out that back strap and go ahead and put a smaller one in, or a larger one if you have larger hands. I run the medium one, and I do have larger hands. I just feel like it gives me a little bit more control because my hand is wrapped all the way around that grip. So again, that's a preference. You can play around with all three, find the one you like, and you'll be good to go. So yeah, I would buy it again. I'm looking into buying a second one that I can go ahead and strip down and turn into a race gun because I really do like this gun.